Well, not depressing. Everyone can live their own life. I'm just saying, like, we're at a point now where you're wearing see-through dress. You're showing your pussy lips, the outline of your pussy lips on Instagram. Don't let the hotness of someone distract you from their actions or activities. These are fucking mental patients, dude. These chicks on there, they're hot. They are fucking mental patients. There's no doubt about it. If there was some dude, just overweight dude, and his fucking had some kind of shear thing and his balls and shit are dangling, you'd be like, get this guy some fucking help, man. This guy needs to be picked up. We're in a weird fucking time right now. Hi and welcome back to another edition of Say There Buddy, suppose you did the thing you'd rather do, what would that thing be? Saturday. Our sheer show your outline of pussy lips edition. Shit is getting crazy. Jay Peso is here and I'm Trouble T. And my friend was showing me his tool shed and pointed to a ladder. That's my step ladder, he said, a little teary. I never knew my real ladder. We have a new movie recommendation today, and our movie today is Cat Women of the Moon. Astronauts travel to the moon, where they discover it is inhabited by attractive young women in black tights. That'll get us there. That'll get us back to the moon quick, right? I love how hypersexualized everything is now, and it's not an issue. It's kind of weird that you don't see it. Like, you can see the path to it becoming very problematic, and we're just fucking just letting it roll, man. Letting it roll. Let's get into some questions. Cat Women of the Moon. I never knew my real step. I never knew my real ladder. I think that's fucking part of the problem, right? Would you rather have socially reclusive kids? I'm that. You can deal with that. Or kids who are angry bullies? No. I wouldn't want a child that's a bully. A socially reclusive doesn't mean scared or can't handle themselves, doesn't stand up to bullies. It just means that they're not big time partiers. They're not, they're introverts, which is fine. I'm that. I've walked into parties before, walked in, turned around and walked out. Not even made a full lap. Walked in, go, nah, I'm not going to do this today, and then walked out. I've been the driver to parties. Drop people off, so I'm going to go park, and then left. And then I left. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you're not feeling the vibe of a place, you don't want to be social, you don't have to. I mean, you can talk about development or whatever you want to do, but being socially reclusive doesn't necessarily mean you're going to develop poorly socially. It means you're not going to be one of those assholes forcing it. Some people are just extroverts. They get energy from that. I don't. Bullies suck no matter what the situation is. Angry bullies always suck. Fuck up situations. Make it where you can't go out and have a good time sometimes. They just absolutely suck. There's no circumstance where I would want my kid to be an angry bully. Would you rather be thought of as a bumbling, incompetent fool by everyone you work with, or sexually inadequate by everyone you slept with? Fuck them. Fuck them. I think if these are the choices, so you're asking me, I'm going to put all my stock into my professional life or my sex life. They're just thinking of me as sexually inadequate. But at work, I want to be thought of as dependable, competent for sure. I just don't know how you're going to keep a job if you're, well, now it doesn't seem to be a problem. They're everywhere. You can be a bumbling, incompetent fool and thrive now, but I'll just be sexually inadequate. I don't feel like a huge portion of my personality is wrapped up in my sex life. I mean, yes, it's important to a degree. Some people make it their whole personality. I don't need it to be that. I'll just be sexually inadequate and I'll just keep running through them. It was bad for you? Okay, well, you can move on. I'll just run through the next one. I don't want to do that with the jobs. I would rather be thought of as competent, and I'll just be sexually inadequate. Thought of as that. Still getting mine. I mean, I don't feel that way now. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be a shared experience, but if I have to choose between those two, I'm going to get mine, and then you can go get fulfilled somewhere else. Maybe get your ass eaten, do all the stuff that I'm not going to do. I'll scuba Steve in your pussy. I'll fuck. I mean, I'll give it to you. I'm just not going around the asshole. So if that's your thing and I'm going to be thought of as sexually inadequate, I might already be there. If people think that's sexually inadequate, then I'm already there, because I ain't going to fuck around with the asshole. Unless you're just demanding it, or it's like at gunpoint or something. I don't even want to stick it, to be honest with you. Definitely not putting my mouth on it, but I don't really have any interest in fucking it, so maybe that's inadequate. I'm taking sexually inadequate and be competent at work. Would you rather have a chest of thick poison oak or a sausage halo? What is that? A halo of sausage above your head? Yeah, that's awesome. Is that a negative thing here? That seems like a sausage halo. Seems like that benefits everyone. It looks cool. You get the mouth-watering smell of sausage, and you can probably have a snack when you want. I don't need the chest of thick poison and oak. I don't see a sausage halo as a negative here, so that's an easy choice for me. I'm gonna take the sausage halo. Would you rather have sex with Fred Flintstone or Barney Rubble? Barney seems like the more submissive one there, right? I think I'm gonna take Barney Rubble. Although it would be cool to hear Fred Flintstone yell yabba dabba doo if you were banging him and gave him the old reach around and then he reaches climax and he yells out yabba dabba doo. That would be pretty cool. I would almost do that for the story, but I think I'm still going to take Barney Rubble here. Okay, would you rather speak in the style, accent, and intensity of Hitler whenever talking to members of the opposite sex? Or have to take all your meals in a hockey net? I'll be honest with you, I don't even understand what that means. Take all your meals in a hockey net. Does that mean like someone's slinging them? Look, I mean, that could lead to damage. You can throw on some goggles. If you're talking about me standing in a hockey goal and having people slap shot my food to me for every meal, yeah, I'm definitely down with that. I feel like speaking in the style, accent, and intensity of Hitler whenever you talk to women, it's probably not going to work. There will be a few that are into it. There's always some out there. There's some outliers that whatever your thing is, you can find them and they will be absolute maniacs. And you'll love it. You'll love it for maybe a month if you're lucky. Usually the craziness starts kicking in before that. I'm going to take all my meals served to me in a hockey net, slap-shotted towards my face. That seems like it would be fun. It would get annoying after a while. 3 times a day, or you know, whenever you're eating, however much you're eating, yeah, I gotta find someone to slap shot it into my mouth. But I still feel like that's better than talking like Hitler to the opposite sex. Would you rather experience a constant nagging sense of deja vu? I mean, I used to get that all the time. I used to dream about the future a lot. I mean, like exact events, shit that I hadn't been to before. I used to do that a lot. I haven't done that in a long time. Or suffer from ponchophobia, the fear of Eric Estrada. The constant nagging sense of deja vu. That's constant. This other thing, ponchophobia, is just the fear of Eric Estrada. And I mean, how often is that going to play in? Is that going to factor in, especially in today's world? Is he alive? I mean, what does that mean? You just can't watch Chips reruns? I don't know what other stuff he's done. I know that's what he's, I think, most famous for. A little before my time. I'm going to take be afraid. I'm going to have ponchophobia. Be afraid of Eric Estrada. Would you rather have the neck of a giraffe or the hands of a baby? Both of those suck, right? The tiny hands. Man, your dating life is going to be severely hampered by either of these. I feel like you can still get some play with the neck of a giraffe. I feel like if you have baby hands, that's gonna severely limit you in a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of things you can't do there. I mean, the hands of a baby limits you so much. Now, you know, some women with motherly instincts might like your baby hands, and I don't want to get too graphic here because I don't know. We're walking a very fine line. We're talking about the hands of a baby doing activities to women. I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go ahead and have the neck of a giraffe, and then I may just be a lookout. I'll get hired as a lookout somewhere with my giraffe neck. Alright, what do we got? Give me something good here. Would you rather use the rabbit corkscrew to pluck out your left eyeball, or have your fingernails and toenails chiseled off one by one? See, man, you gotta pluck out your own eyeball, though. That's the thing, man. And I hate the grinding. This is good. This is good. I mean, obviously, both of them suck. I don't think I could pluck out my own eyeball. The other one says, have your fingernails and toenails chiseled off. So it means you're not the one doing it. So I'm going to take that one. I don't think I could pluck out my eyeball. Definitely couldn't do that because I don't even know what that is. Would you rather... I'm going to take fingernails and toenails chiseled off. Would you rather have a pebble sewn into the bottom of your left foot, or have a sesame seed lodged uncomfortably and permanently between your front teeth? Man. Pebble into the bottom of your left foot. I'm going to take, I think, the left foot thing, because eventually your foot will adapt to it. It'll suck at first, but your foot will adapt to it. The sesame seed lodged uncomfortably and permanently between your front teeth. Stuff between my teeth bothers the shit out of me, man. I said I have the most strictest dental regimen per shittiest looking teeth. I'll floss multiple times a day sometimes if I get food in there. Give me the sesame seed, give me the pebble sewn into the bottom of the foot and it will adapt. Okay, we're going to take a quick break from our sponsor for our sponsor. I fell asleep in the library. I was in there studying paradoxes late into the night, more specifically indoor ornithology, and nobody even noticed. I fucked. Bacon-scented mustache for guys who fuck. It's crazy, man. I mean, they're out there fucking and harping on it because simulating blowjobs, getting banged from behind them. Like, I think we're at a point where social media, I don't know about TikTok because I'm not on TikTok. I'm sure that's where a lot of it's happening. Where it's just like, okay, you're hypersexualized and that's your whole personality. And it almost seems like it's worse for young men now, what they're seeing, these just normal girls doing this shit, not even porn stars. Like, it's just doing now what they thought porn was going to do to you. I feel like it's probably more detrimental because more people are probably accessing that. I mean, on a regular basis. You're getting the same negative feedbacks from a lot of porn that you would from a lot of porn from social media now. What do I know? What am I, a pseudo-psychologist? Where are we at here? Would you rather create a new mode of... Oh, these questions are out of the book. 2000 Would You Rather. Play with yourself at home if you're not too busy simulating sexual acts for some likes on social media. Would you rather create a new mode of transportation or a new sports league? You know what? At this point, I think we need a new mode of transportation. Hopefully, it's an effective one. I'm going to go ahead and take that because a new sports league sounds like I'm managing that. And that sounds like a lot of work to manage this league while people are constantly telling you what a piece of shit you are as a commissioner or whatever you are. I guess you created it. No one's really calling Naismith a piece of shit. They're just calling the commissioners and certain coaches and players. They're not calling the creator. I still think I want to do the new mode of transportation. And if I can eliminate traffic or even cut it in half, I mean, to me, that's legend shit. That's higher than a lot of things that people are getting recognition for. Give us a new transportation. I'll take that. Would you rather have the wisdom of Yoda or Confucius? I think I'm going to take Yoda here. I'm going to take Yoda. He's got the good side of the Force. He can recognize things in people. He knows when they're good or bad. He's like Santa Claus. He's a little green Santa Claus. He doesn't bring gifts. He can train you how to fuck people up. I'm going to go ahead and take the wisdom of Yoda. He knows a lot of martial arts. I don't really know a ton about Confucius. But I feel like in a fight, Yoda fucks Confucius up. I'm going to take Yoda. Yoda's wisdom. Bacon-scented mustache for guys who fuck. That's my D now. You will. That's the best stuff I've got. That's my D now. You will. These are the balls you're looking for. I don't even think he said that in the movie. Would you rather know all of history or have the ability to predict the future? I would like to know all of history, but the real history. Like, not the shit we got. You know what they say, like, the winners get to write the history books. So we don't really know what's happened. I was thinking about that when they were taking all those statues down. And I'm like, okay, they're kind of like trying to pretend like, not pretend like this shit didn't happen, but they're erasing a lot of the memory of it. And I'm like, well, how do we know this hasn't been done before? And I'm sure that it has. Shit's just been completely wiped out. If I had the ability to know the true history, even though no one would believe me, they just start calling me a conspiracy theorist. Having the ability to predict the future drains you. It will drain you, because you're going to know all the bad shit, you'll know some good shit, but then also there's no surprises. I mean, what do you have to look forward to? If you knew the future, life would be completely boring. I'm not surprised by anything. Now, it would be cool because you'd be able to manage your whole, you know, you wouldn't be raging out and punching the dash. You'd be like, oh, there's traffic there, I need to take that. And you'd use it for some bullshit. That'd be funny if someone could predict the future, but they didn't use it for any big things. They just used it to save stress in their own life. I feel like that's what I would do. If I had the ability to predict the future, I wouldn't help humanity. I wouldn't do anything. I would schedule traffic routes. Maybe bet on some sports games. It would be all like self-serving shit. So, and that would be bad for everyone. It would make my life easier, but it also takes all the mystery out of life, and that's not fun either. I'll go ahead and know all of history. And I guess as events keep passing, if it's all of history as they're continuously in the past, I'll know everything. Maybe I'll know everything a minute after it happened. To me, that seems cooler than even knowing the future. Let's see what we got. Would you rather lick a slimy slug or have a camel lick the inside of your mouth? Whew, bet them camel mouths get nasty. Give me lick a slimy slug. I mean, licked a few slimy slugs in my day, let me tell you. So what's one more, right? Would you rather, sorry about that, let your fingernails grow 11 inches long or go 6 months without washing your feet? I guess this is a technicality. You're saying like not even be in the shower. I know most people let them drip down. And that was a debate for a while. Do you wash your legs? I do try to wash all the way. I'll get the calf and I'll go over the feet lightly, or sometimes I'll get the soap like in my hands and I'll just let it drip between my toes, and then I'll kind of rub my feet on each other. 6 months without washing them, sure, I'll do that. I would rather do that than, and even if that means hanging them out of the shower, like they never get washed. 6 months of funky feet feels more manageable to me than letting my fingernails grow 11 inches long. I mean, that's almost a foot. That's going to be in the way of everything. Anything that you're trying to do, that's going to be in the way. I've never really understood the long fingernail. I guess it's not my thing. It's not really my culture, I guess. It just seems like it's in the way a lot. Like, I don't know what the benefit of it is. Give me 6 months of the funky foot. Would you rather drink a magical potion that gives you superhuman strength or superhuman speed? I don't really need superhuman strength, but superhuman speed, I could definitely benefit from that. I'd go out, I'd set all the records. That's all I do. It's all self-serving shit. I'm not using it to help people run and catch. I'm just going to win a few medals, Olympic medals. You know, settle down with the model, call it a day. Give me superhuman speed. That's crazy. We live in a world where like you can grind, you can hustle, you can fucking work yourself to death and not be able to afford shit. But if you can run fast, you'll be a millionaire. All you gotta do is be able to run. You ain't gotta work a day in your life. Just run fast. And that's what I would do. Give me the superhuman speed. Would you rather eat a donut with insect guts as frosting or a slice of pizza topped with snake skin? You know what? Well, the frosting knows what gives a lot of the donut its flavor, right? So insect guts, frosting, insect guts is frosting. It's going to taste like insect guts. Slice of pizza topped with snake skin. There's still a lot of other stuff in the pizza. There's cheese, there's sauce. That's going to cover the taste of the snake skin, I think. Give me the pizza topped with snake skin. I definitely don't want that insect gut donut frosting. Alright. Would you rather walk barefoot over a giant pile of dog poop? Sounds exhilarating. Or a bunch of live roaches. Fuck that, man. Give me the dog poop. Live roaches are not going to be alive for too long when you're walking over them. The thing is, if you close your eyes and you don't think about it being dog shit, I'm sure the pile going between your toes probably feels pretty awesome, especially if it's warm. I want to add a amendment here, an addendum, a caveat that I want it to be warm dog poop. I don't want it to be cold dog poop. So I'm going to walk barefoot over a giant pile of warm dog poop rather than a bunch of live roaches, man. I still ain't fucking with no roaches, man. They make me jump the first time I see them. And you got to regain your composure, and you're like, it just surprised me because it was a moving thing. It wasn't because of the roach. I don't know why. They just freaked me out. Would you rather live on the planet Neptune or Venus? I guess it doesn't. They got some facts here. This is cool. What is this from Steve Nye? Bill Nye? What's his name? Steve Nye is his cousin. Like Marvelous used to always say Ed Bueller. Ed Bueller's day off. Neptune is the windiest planet. Winds blow as fast as 1,200 miles per hour. I don't see how you can do that. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. You know what? Go ahead. 800 degrees Fahrenheit is the heat, the temperature on Venus. So go ahead and drop me there. I'll incinerate immediately. I'll call it a life. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? 1,200 mile per hour winds. I mean, you can just sit there. I don't know what that's going to do to you. I'd rather just drop in and incinerate on Venus. Would you rather kick the crap out of your mom in public, or have your mom kick the crap out of you in public? Well, you know, if my mother was alive, I would definitely say let her kick the shit out of me. I mean, that looks bad on her. You can't beat the crap out of your mom in public. There's one time, she used to love telling this story. We'd go into the grocery store and always want a quarter, either for like one of those little, you know, vending machines. You get the little bouncy balls, or arcade, wherever we'd go. We were in the store, grocery store one time. I was like, let me get a quarter. And she's saying, I don't have one. I don't have one. I'm like, well, let me look in your purse. I want to see a little coin purse. And I tried to dig in there, and all she did was like grab me or touch me on the shoulder or something, and I fell down, and she said I rolled all the way to the end of the grocery store. I was going, and then got to the very end. I looked up and I said, look what you did. And I don't think anyone was in the aisle, but she used to love, like, that's the type of shit that I would do. That's what raising me was like. She barely touched me. I rolled to the end of the grocery aisle. She wouldn't give me the quarter. I know she had the quarter. I know she had it. I'll let her kick the crap out of me in public. She can deal with the ramifications of that. Oh boy, here we go. This is the last one, man. Would you rather go down on your sister or have your brother lick your arse? I don't have a brother. I don't want to go down on my sister. And I feel like, you know, in this case, if I had a brother, he's the one licking my ass. He's the one dealing with the shame there. He licked my ass. I don't see how I'm feeling any personal shame from this. I didn't want him to do it. He just did it. I said, I'm not going to go down on my sister. And then he immediately started licking my ass. And I'm like, I guess this is some kind of punishment. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and rather... I'm going to have my brother lick my ass. Get my house in order here, man. Okay, I think that's all we've got for today. I was going to do a few of the asshole questions. We'll try to get one where we can do a whole segment of those. We get a lot of questions from people that don't know how to play. And I've got some. So we'll figure out a time we're going to do that. I'm Trouble T, and until next time, a jumper cable walks into a bar. The bartender says, I'll serve you, but don't start anything.